Good morning, Mandal. Today we are going to discuss about the DC distribution fed at one end. Okay, for concentrated loading. Okay, in the previous class, we already discussed about the classifications of DC distribution systems depending upon the feeding points. Okay, that will be classified into 4 types. Okay, first one is the distribution fed at one end. Second one is distribution fed at both ends. Third one is ring distribution systems. And fourth one is the interconnected systems. Okay, now in present class, we are discussing about the DC distribution fed at one end. Okay, we are depending upon the loading points, the loadings that will be classified into 3 types. First one is the concentrated loading. Second one is uniform loading. Third one is both uniform and concentrated loading. First, coming to the DC distribution fed at one end. Coming to DC distribution fed at one end for concentrated loadings. Okay, this is the distributor. The distributor is the A and B. Okay, A, B are the distributor. Okay, A, B are the distributor. Okay, the loading points are the C, D, E, F and G. Okay, these are the loading points. Okay, at that loading points, the currents are the I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. Okay, these are the currents at these loading points. And these are the resistance at these sections. Okay, how many sections are there? AC section, CD section, DE section, EF section and FC section. And what are the resistance for each end section? The resistance at AC section is the R1, at CD section is the R2, DE section is the R3, EF section is the R4, FZ section is the R5. Okay, these are the resistances at each and every section. And these are the load points. And these are the loading currents. And this is the distribution feeder. Okay, this is the fed at one end, that is the A point. In this case, considering VA. Okay, voltage at distribution point A. Fed at one end. Okay, fed at one end. Next. Next, what is the total current for the distributor at point A? Okay, what is the total current at point A? Okay, what is the total currents at point A? That is, how many loading points are there? I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. Okay, what is the total current at this point? Means I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 plus I5. Okay, this is the current at that point A. Next, at point C, I1 current is dropped. Okay, at point C, I1 current is dropped. Next, what is the currents at point C to D? Therefore, I1 current is dropped means the current at CD section is the I2 plus I3 plus I4 plus I5. Next, at the point of D, I2 is dropped. Okay, what are the remaining currents? I3 plus The remaining currents are I3 plus, I4 plus, I5. Okay. Next, in this case, I3 current is dropped. I3 current is dropped. Okay, what is the current at section E of I3 is dropped means that the remaining currents are the I4 plus I5. Okay, the remaining currents are the I4 plus I5. Next, in this case, I4 current is dropped. Okay, what is the remaining current? I5. What is the remaining current? I5. Okay, these are the currents at various sections. Okay, these are the currents at various sections. Okay, what is the resistances? R1 at section AC, R2 at section CD, R3 at section DE, R4 at section EF, R5 at section FG. And what is the current at section AC? I1 plus, I2 plus, I3 plus, I4 plus, I5. Next, what is the current at section CD? I2 plus, I3 plus, I4 plus, I5. Next, what is the current at section DE? I3 plus, I4 plus, I5. Next, what is the current at section EF? I4 plus I5. Next, what is the current at FG? I5. Okay, I5. Okay, understand ma? Okay, these are the various currents at various sections. And these are the various resistance at various sections. Okay, next write down the voltage drops at each and every section. Next, write down the voltage drops at each and every section. Okay, how many sections are there? We are having the AC section, CD section, DE section, EF section, FG section. Okay, therefore, the voltage drop across A to C section, that is VAC, is equal to IAC into RAC. Okay, VAC is equal to IAC into RAC. Okay, what is the current at A to C section? I1 plus, I2 plus, I3 plus, I4 plus, I5 plus, I6. And what is the resistance at AC section? That is R1. Therefore, that is equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4 plus I5 plus I6 into R1. Okay, this is the voltage drop at section AC. Similarly, we can write the voltage drop at section CD. Okay, similarly, we can write the voltage drop at section CD. Therefore, VCD equal to ICD into RCD. Therefore, VCD equal to ICD into RCD. Okay, what is the formula for that currents? In section CD section, ICD is equal to I1 current is dropped. Therefore, the remaining currents are I2 plus, I3 plus, I4 plus I5 plus I6 into RCD. Okay, what is the RCD value? That is R2. Okay, RCD equal to R2. Okay, similarly, we can write the voltage drop at section D. Voltage drop at section D. Okay, what is the formula for that voltage drop at section D? That is ID into RD. Okay, what is the current at section D? I1 dropped, I2 dropped. What are the remaining currents? I3 plus I4 plus I5 plus I6 into RD. Okay, what is the value for that resistance? That is R4. That is R4. Okay, similarly, we can write down the voltage drop at EF section and FG section. Okay, understand, ma? These are the voltage drops at various sections. Okay, next. Okay, this is the currents at each section and these are the voltage drops at each section. Okay, next we calculate the total voltage drop at this feeder line. Next we are calculating the total voltage drop, that is VAB. Okay, therefore VAB is equal to how many sections are there? We are having VAB is equal to VAC plus VCD plus VDE plus VEF plus VFG. Okay, we already calculate the voltage drop across AC section and voltage drop across CD section and voltage drop across DE section and voltage drop across EF section and voltage drop across the FG sections. Okay, then we write down the total voltage drop VAB. Okay, this is the derivation for DC distribution systems at one end, that is A point. Okay, next coming to the problem that will be related to the DC distribution fed at single end. Okay, coming to the problem, a distributor cable is 1000 meters long. Okay, the distributor cable is 1000 meters long. Okay, and is loaded as under. Okay, and is loaded as under. Okay, first one is the distances. Okay, we are having the distances are there from the point A. Okay, from the point A, that is 250, 750, 1000. Okay, we are having the three loading points, that is A, B, C, D. Okay, the total length of this distributor is the 1000. Okay, the total length of this distributor is the 1000 meters. Okay, from the A to B, the distance is the 250 meters. Okay, from A to B, the distance is the 250 meters. Next, from A to C. Okay, from A to C, the distance is the 750 meters. Okay, 750 meters. Okay, then we calculate the distance between B to C. That is 750 minus 250. Okay, that is 750 minus 250. Okay, that is equal to 500 meters. Okay, that is equal to 500 meters. Next, the distance between A to D point, that is 1000. Okay, therefore 1000 minus 250 plus 500. 1000 minus 250 plus 500. Then the remaining length is the 250 meters. The remaining length is the 250 meters. Okay, this is the distance between the C to D points. And the load currents are the 100 amperes, 200 amperes and 300 amperes. Okay, the load currents are the 100 amperes, 200 amperes and 300 amperes. Okay, this is the diagrammatical representation for this table. Next, we calculate the voltages at each loading point. That means we are calculating the voltage at B point, that is VB. Next, the voltage at C point, that is VC. Next, the voltage at D point, that is VD. Okay, these three terms will be calculated. Okay, first of all, the voltage at VB point. Okay, the voltage at VB point. How we will calculate the voltage at VB point? Okay, B point ki ekkadi nunchi vastundi manaki A point nunchi. Okay, what is the feeding point for this B? That is A. Therefore, VB is equal to VA minus, okay, what is the drop for this section? That is VAB. Okay, the drop for that section is the VAB. Okay, therefore, the drop for that section is the VA minus VAB. VA minus VAB. Okay, next we calculate the voltage at particular point C. Therefore, VC. Okay, what is the feeding point for that C? That is VB. VB is the feeding point. Therefore, VC is equal to, okay, therefore, VC is equal to VB minus voltage drop at section BC. Okay, voltage drop at section DC. Next, what is the voltage drop at point D? Okay, what is the voltage drop at point D? VD. Okay, therefore, VD is equal to, what is the feeding point for this point? C. Therefore, VD is equal to VC minus VCD. Therefore, VD is equal to VC minus VCD. VC minus VCD. Okay, these are the voltages at various loading points. Okay, we are calculating this. Before going to calculating these points, first we are calculating the voltage drop across the AB section, voltage drop across BC section, and voltage drop across the CD section. Okay, understand, ma? Next, before going to calculating the voltage drops at each and every section, first we are calculating the resistance. Okay, first of all, we are calculating the resistance. RAB. Okay, resistance at each section, RAB, RBC, RCD. RAB equal to the resistance that will be given in that question, that is 0.25 for each conductor, 0.25 ohm per kilometer. Okay, that will be considered as 0.025 by 1000 per kilometer, means by 1000 into 250. 250 is the distance between A to B sections. Okay, the distance between A to B is the 250. For we are considering the both whites, then we are taking as multiplying with 2. Okay, this is the RAB. Okay, this is the resistance. Okay, this is the resistance at section AB. Next, we calculate the resistance at section BC. That is resistance into 2 into distance between B to C points. Okay, the distance between B to C points is the 500. Okay, next we calculate the resistance between C to D. Okay, resistance into 2 into the distance between the C to D. The distance between C to D is the 250. Okay, these are the resistances at various sections. Okay, understand ma? These are the resistances at various sections. Okay, next we are calculate the currents at each and every section. Okay, next we are calculating the currents at each and every section. Okay, how many sections are there? AB section, BC section and CD section. First of all, what is the current at section AB? Okay, first of all, what is the current at section AB? How many loading points are there? We are having the 3 loading points named that I1, I2, I3. These are the 3 loading points. Next, current at section AB is the I1 plus, I2 plus, I3. Substitute I1, I2, I3 value. 100 plus 200 plus 300. Okay, this is the current at section AB. Next, we are writing the current at section BC. Okay, I1 current is dropped at point B. Next, the remaining currents are the I2 plus I3. I2 plus I3. Okay, what is the I2 value? 200. And what is the I3 value? 300. Okay, this is the current at section BC. Okay, understand ma? This is the current at section BC. Next, we calculate the current at section CD. Okay, at point C, the I2 current is also dropped. Next, what is the current at section CD? That is I3. The current at section CD is the I3. Okay, what is the I3 value? 300. Okay, what is the I3 value? That is 300. Okay, this is the various currents at each and every section. Okay, understand ma? These are the various currents at each and every sections. Okay, these are the currents in each section. Next, we are calculating the voltage drops. Okay, next we are calculating the voltage drops. Okay, how we are calculating the voltage drops at each and every point? Okay, how many points are there? We are having the 3 points VB, VC, VD. Okay, VB, VC, VD. Okay, what is the feeding point for that? B, VA minus drop. Okay, therefore VB is equal to VB is equal to VA minus drop across the AB section. VA minus VAB. VA minus VAB. Okay, what is the voltage drop across the AB section? That is IAB into RAB. Okay, what is the IAB currents? That is I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay, then we calculate the voltage at a particular point, that is the VB point. Okay, then we calculate the voltage at particular point, that is the VB point. Okay, therefore VB is equal to VA minus VAB. Okay, next we calculate the voltage at C point, that is VC. Okay, what is the feeding point for that C? That is B. VB. Okay, the feeding point for that C is the VB minus the drop. Okay, what is the drop? That is voltage drop across the B to C point. Okay, voltage drop across the B to C point. Okay, next we calculate the voltage drop at particular point, that is D point VD. Okay, next we calculate the voltage drop at particular point, that is the VD. Okay, what is the feeding point for that D? That is VC. Okay, what is feeding point for that D? That is VC. VC minus VCD. Okay, understand ma? VC minus VCD. Okay, what is the VCD formula? That is ICD into RCD. Okay, what is the ICD value? I3. ICD is equal to I3. RCD will be calculated. That will be calculated. Okay, these are the voltages at various points. Okay, and this VAB is the voltages at various sections. Okay, VAB is the voltages at various sections. We have a small difference between the voltage at particular point and also the voltage at various sections. Okay, what is the difference between voltage at particular point? Point means the VB. Okay, what is the VB value? VB is equal to VA minus VAB. Okay, VB is equal to VA minus VAB. Okay, VB is equal to VA minus VAB. Okay, this is the voltage at a particular point. Okay, what is the voltage drop at particular section? That is VAB. Okay, the voltage drop at AB section is the VAB. The voltage drop at BC section is the VBC. The voltage drop at CD section is the VCD. Okay, VCD. Next, what is the voltage drop at VB point? VA minus VAB. Next, what is the voltage at a particular C point? VC. VC is equal to VB minus VBC. Next, what is the voltage at a particular point D? VD. VD equal to VC minus VCD. VC minus VCD. Okay, these are the voltages at particular points and voltages at various sections. Okay. Okay, understand ma? These are the voltages at particular points and also the voltages at particular sections. Okay, this is the distribution fed at one end. Okay, that is the A point we are giving. This is VA. Distribution fed at A point VA. Okay, what is that voltage at VA point? That is at a particular A point. What is that voltage? That is 250 volts. Okay, the voltage at particular sending end is the 250 volts. Okay, this is the problem that will be related to the DC distribution fed at one end. Okay, in this question we are having the three loading points are there, that is B, C and D. The feeding point are the A. Okay, understand ma? The loading points are the B, C, D. Okay, the feeding point is the A. Okay, and the loading currents are 100 amperes, 200 amperes and 300 amperes. Okay, the total distance for this feeder is the 1000 meters. Okay, the total distance for this AD feeder. Okay, the feeder name we are considering as the AD. Okay, the total distance for that AD feeder is the 1000 meters. Okay, understand, the total distance for that AD feeder is the 3000 meters. Okay, the distance between A to B is the 250 meters. Next, the distance between B to C is the 750 minus 250, 500. Next, the distance between C to D is the 750 minus 1000. Okay, 750 minus 1000. That is 250 meters. Okay, this is the distribution fed at single end or the one end. Okay, we are feeding the A point. That is 250 volts is feeding this distributor. Okay, that is 250 volts is feed these distributors, and the loads are the three, I1, and we are having the three loads are there, that is I1, I2, I3. Okay, these are the three loading points. Okay, understand, ma? Okay, this is the derivation for the DC distribution fed at one end for concentrated loadings. For concentrated loadings means the different loading currents. Okay, I1 is different for I2, I2 is different for I3, I3 is different for I4, and I4 is different for I5. That means the not uniform loads, not uniform loads. Okay, this is the distribution fed at one end for concentrated loading. Okay, this is the problem that will be related to the distribution fed at one end, that is the A end point, that is 250 volts is feeding to this distributor. And these are the various point voltages, and these are the various point voltages. Okay, next coming to the second problem. Find the cross-sectional area of distributor. Find the cross-sectional area of distributor is shown in the figure. Okay, the distances are given in meters. Take rho. Rho is the specific resistance. Take rho equal to 1.78 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meters. Okay, specific resistance is 1.78 into 10 power minus 8 ohm meters. Okay, the maximum voltage drop is not exceeded 10 volts. Okay, the maximum voltage drop is not exceeded to 10 volts. That is, the V max is not exceeded to 10 volts. Okay, the conductor is fed from point A. Okay, the conductor is feeding at point A. Okay, this is also the distribution fed at one end, that is the A point. Okay, this is also the distribution fed at A points. Okay, how many loading points are there? This is the given figure. We are having the 4 loading points are there. Okay, we are having the 4 loading points are there, C, D, E, F. Okay, this is also the distribution fed at one end. By using this formula, we are calculating the cross-sectional area. Okay, we are calculating the cross-sectional area. Okay, that will be discussed in the next class. Okay, that will be discussed in next class. Okay, this is the derivation for that distribution fed at one end, that is the A end, for concentrated loadings. Okay, thank you.